Yes, yes. Ross Knowledge back in the building. Wait there, fam. Here we go again. If not now, when? Go all N. Well, I nearly messed it up. This is going on about trying to change. If you're not changing what you need to change now, when are you going to do it? I just want to say as well, before I start this video, that the previous videos, maybe like the last 4 or 5, I was in a pretty good headspace, and I'm thinking, because I'm not now, I have really, really big doubts that I don't want to post it, because a lot of what I'm saying, I was on a pretty good level, and because I was way up there, I was getting a bit over the top with what I was saying and some of the things, but I'm gonna post it because I'm gonna treat it as if, right, I've already posted that video and I can't do anything about it now. It's already gone out to the world. Whatever. So make the hard choices now, and then you can have an easier life in the future. There's nothing wrong with if you don't work now, or you're in a place where you need to relax a bit, but this is just an example. If you're procrastinating and waiting to start a job, and then you decide to do it 20 years down the line, you've then got to wait. If you were trying to try and climb the ladder, you've just delayed that response to try and reach that level because you've waited 20 years relaxing, chilling. Also, if you were maybe not wanting to vape anymore, not wanting to smoke, but because every single weekend you want to go out to the pub, which again, nothing wrong with that. I do it as much as possible because social interactions is really good for me. But because you're in that environment, you've now got that craving to smoke, vape. But if you put in your head, there was actually a really good book that taught me about impulses and why we want to do things called Atomic Habit. I'm sure a fair few people have heard of that book. Really good. Probably one of the most indulgent books I've ever read because I was just literally every single page I had my eyes locked on it, every single sentence, which I don't normally do. I find books that have non-fiction, more factual, is more for me rather than reading novels because my brain just goes on a wander. Again, with drinking, you've seen people, so you're in environments, they're just casually sipping away, and you're like, oh, I'm shaking now. I need to do the same habit because I've looked at this person and I've automatically put in my head, right, if they're doing this, I need to be doing it as well. But because I've had some practice with this, I've learned, look, just because they're doing it doesn't mean you have to do it. Maybe if you're craving it, change the glass with water, J2O. That's what I'm drinking nowadays. And then you can still do what they're doing, but you don't realize it. That the more you do it, that actually I'm doing something good here because I'm not putting the thing that I was originally planning on trying to quit into my body. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with drinking or smoking. Obviously, there is bad health effects, but I'm not trying to like shame anyone for doing it because it's all fun and games, and we like fun and games. But the more you just keep putting excuses, the longer you're creating this massive gap that is just getting further and further apart, making it harder for you to try and join together to get you in the right direction you need to be going. Because the longer you wait to do these changes, the harder your future is going to be. So if you do these small, minor little things, because the best form of love is discipline. So if you're doing these little changes now, it may not look like a good thing for you at the time, but you're basically setting your future self up for something more rewarding than what you have right now. Because at the moment, Example, I'm trying to clean my shower more weekly, and if I'm just doing it every 2 weeks, it's going to be harder for me to get into the habit. Whereas if I just manage to put, all right, on a Friday, I'll put 30 minutes aside just to do this, get it quickly over and done with. And then next time I come around, it's just going to be automatic for me to be able to know I need to do this with no complaining. So stop saying, all right, I'll do it tomorrow. Why are you waiting? Why don't you do it now? What is a good valid reason to say, why am I not doing it now? Do you not feel very well? Well, tomorrow you might feel a little bit better, but if you do it now, you'll have a better feeling tomorrow because you're like, oh, I'm glad I pushed through it yesterday because I can now spend that extra comfort time, even though I don't feel on top of the world, with the thought, right, I've already done something pretty hard right now, so that's fine. And that will give you a bit of a boost of serotonin. So next time you are in that situation where I was supposed to stop smoking last week, I could do it this week, but I'm not gonna. Ask that question, right, why don't I want to stop? What is making me not do it? Is it because they're doing it? Is it because you don't feel well? And just remind yourself, look, I need to do this now because it's never going to change. There will never be no perfect time, and whatever that perfect time looks like, let me know.